Hello everyone. Hello Virginia. My name is Paul Pfister. I'm 15 years old and I am a sophomore at St. Louis University High School, abbreviated SLUH, S-L-U-H. Today I'm going to talk about small jobs I have had just to help you understand a United States teenager. First, some paid jobs I've had. One of the biggest things I've done is babysitting since I was about 12 years old. It's where, I don't know if they do this in France, but I would go over to people's house and watch their kids for them for a couple hours. Sometimes the parents want to go out to dinner, or they want to see a movie, or they just want to get away from their crazy kids. So I watch the kids for a while and make sure they don't get into trouble or get hurt or do anything crazy. Sometimes I babysit our next door neighbor. She's a little girl who's about 6 years old, and that's a really easy job because usually she just goes right to bed and then I get to watch TV on their gigantic television. Sometimes I'll watch these kids. There are 4 of them and they're pretty crazy, so their mom likes to get out of the house sometimes. And sometimes I even have to put them in bed and help them get a bath and all that stuff. So it can be difficult, but it's lots of fun, and I get paid for it. So another thing I do is pet sitting, which is like babysitting except it's for pets. My mom started it. What we do is we go to other people's houses when they're out of town or they just have to get out of the house or something, and we will feed whatever pet they have. Sometimes it's a dog, sometimes it's a cat, sometimes it's a fish or a frog or a bird, but it's mostly dogs. Like, there are lots of people here in America that are absolutely crazy about their dogs, believe me. And so yeah, and sometimes it's with my mom, and sometimes I have my own jobs where I'll go to someone's house, unlock it, and walk the dog for them, or change the kitty litter, or let all the animals outside. So yeah, it's lots of fun. In fact, for I think my 13th birthday, my mom got me these cards with my name on it and my email so that I can give it to people that I dog sit for, and this little notebook that I can write notes on about dogs and stuff that I've been sitting. Sometimes I'll mow lawns too during the summer. Sometimes I'll mow lawns during the summer for my neighbors and stuff. That was my brother Matt. He had to come in. Sometimes I'll mow lawns during the summer. People who have grass that grows like crazy, and then I'll just drag our lawnmower down the street and cut the grass down for them. Maybe trim the bushes or plant some plants or something. That's fun. It's hard work though, but it's a good way to get outside, you know. So next I want to talk about jobs I've done where I don't get paid. One big thing I do at my high school is community service. It's where we go out usually after school, we go out and we do service work for the community. We'll do like one thing I do is we go to a nursing home, which is a place for old people, and we play games with them, and just for a couple hours, and it's just to have fun with the old people and give them a fun time, just because sometimes they get lonely and stuff. And one other thing I do sometimes is I go to this homeless shelter place and we serve dinner for them, and that's lots of fun. Other stuff I do and don't get paid is sometimes I have a little brother named Luke and a little sister named Teresa, and sometimes I have to clear my calendar so I can watch them for no pay. I'll just make a pizza, put on a movie, and watch my little brother and sister. One thing I do that I work on is student council at my school. I don't know if they have stuff like this at France, but I was elected, like, just like a president was elected, by my classmates to be part of student council. And so I'm kind of like a ruling body for the class, and we organize stuff like school dances and fundraisers and fun stuff that we do outside of school and during school. One thing I do at SLU High, St. Louis University High, I do a program called Work Grant. Which is where I do work for the school, and in turn, I get money taken off of my tuition. So what I do is I work in the president of the school's office, and I'll like shred papers or address envelopes or send stuff to different parts of the school building, and in turn it's cheaper for me to go to school, and that's great. I personally don't get paid, but I get to go to school a little more freely, and sometimes I'll work with my mom at my grade school. They'll have events where they serve food, and my mom and I both love to cook a lot. So my mom always volunteers to serve food at these occasions. Like there's one for St. Patrick's Day, and sometimes they're just events where they serve food down in the cafeteria of my grade school. And my mom and I like to help cook for those. The last thing is I became part of the cast of a play at St. Louis University High's sister school, which is Nerinx. It's called Nerinx. See, at SLU, where I go, it's all boys, and at Nerinx, they're all girls, and sometimes they have plays, and I went and tried out for the play and got into that. The play is Pride and Prejudice, and it's going to be lots of fun. And I don't get paid for it, of course, but I get to be in a play, and it's going to be great. So last, I want to talk about what I get out of doing these jobs. So when I get money, there are four big things that I like to buy. The first one, the biggest one, is movies. I love movies. I always buy movies like Pirates of the Caribbean or Lord of the Rings or Sherlock Holmes and Kung Fu Panda. I just love movies, and I get them all the time. The second is books. I really like to read, so there's a bookstore 2 blocks away from my house that I like to buy books at. And on my way home, I like to buy the third biggest thing on my list, which is gummy bears. I love candy, and I love to buy gummy bears, and there's a candy store on my way home from the bookstore, so I always get gummy bears whenever I buy books. And the last thing is Coca-Cola, my favorite soda. I love the soda so much, and whenever I get a movie, I also buy some Coca-Cola because it tastes great. So, and what I get out of community service and helping, it's great to help the community, try to make the community a better place, and eventually try to make the world a better place. And also, it makes you happy to make other people happy, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's all I really have to tell about. I mean, I love to do volunteer work for other people that are in need, and I also like to do stuff that I get paid for. And I'm gonna actually go babysitting tomorrow night. I'll get some money and buy some movies. Have a great New Year, France, and you too, Virginia. I love you and miss you so much. Bye-bye.